Hello and welcome. I hope you're safe and well. In today's exciting episode, we look through a whole box of beads. Yes, I buy far too many beads, and we'll look through them.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
So last episode, I had this jacket out and I was beading it. And at first I was going to use two different types of bugle beads, but then I decided no, just the big green ones. And I was very happy with this. So here's the jacket. It's got a gorgeous pattern, and the sleeves look ridiculous because they don't have the weight of the beads on them yet. Anyway, so I was happily working away at that, but I've run out of the beads. So now I have to go through my boxes of beads and find the rest of the beads. I'm sure there's another half bag somewhere. Anyway, so and also I added some more stacks of fabrics to this. So that stack of fabric there is going to all be turned into Berta 6123 jackets eventually. And then I put a mannequin on the end of the workbench because, the place just wasn't crowded enough. And I sort of reshuffled some of the little jars of beads and all the flowers and things. And I've got 3 gold jackets on the end there. Those 3 were made, I started the Egyptian one, the middle of the 3 gold ones. I started that this time last year. And then the goldfish one is the most recent. And the cactus flower one, which is just off screen at the moment, there's still a few flowers left on that one to go, and that one was sort of halfway between the two. But yes, I've done a lot of gold work unintentionally. Anyway, I'm much happier with the holiday display or whatever it is. So now I'm going to shoot the opening credits. I won't use them for this one. I'll use them for the next one because I usually actually sit the opening you don't need to know this. I usually sit the opening credits in there and then talk over the start and the finish of them to make it, more bustling and interesting. Anyway, so I carefully set aside the jacket that I'm working on, and I got the back of this box of beads out. It is a little overflowing. These are just beads from my own bead collection. If you do want to see a YouTube channel for someone who does beading, she makes jewellery. Beautiful Nights, Alicia from Beautiful Nights, does regular bead hauls. She buys like subscription boxes. You pay $20 or $30 per month, and they just send you things. And each one has a theme, like colours, or the December ones were all, Christmassy and things like that. And there's usually like a discount code in the description box of hers. So if you are looking to buy beads, just go to a store. For me, the most fun thing about buying beads is going to the store and looking at the bead shops. Are like Aladdin's caves. They're amazing. Anyway, so this is me showing you the beads in this box. A few years ago, I got out all my beads and I commaried them. But since then, I just use things and put them back wherever. So everything is mixed up, and they were all color coordinated for a while, but now they're just in an absolute shambles. So the first ones are pink bows. They're plastic. I've got this Chanel tweed in pink and green that I don't like the way I beaded it with pink beads, so I might take those beads off and put new ones on. And then I have these weird heart-shaped sequins that are, I'm not sure how I'll use them, but I bought them because they were just in beige. It's really rare to see beige beads or sequins, so I bought them. And these are pink flowers, pale pink flowers, and I think that's why I originally bought the pink felt, but I don't know. I've decided to use the pink felt for something else, so I will use the pale pink flowers eventually. Actually, they look good on this cotton print, don't they? Everything looks good on this cotton print. This is a bag of magenta-y pink and red square cube beads with big hole in them. And I was going to do this pink and red jacket. Actually, I've got this dark red felt. Maybe we'll make the pink and red one on the red felt. Anyway, yeah, it's just another bag of them. I thought I mix them all together, But these are red brick beads. They're sort of an orangey brown red, like a red brick that you know, the house color. And for some random reason, these are not in the red box of red beads. Oh, actually, because these are for a specific tweed. I've got this Linton tweed in red, black, white, and I think it's got some flecks of metallic in there. And these are these massive heart-shaped beads. And I've got them last year in Vlogmas. I made this Chanel-style tweed up. It's sort of dark reds, magenta, and purple, and it's got bits of silk woven in there as well. And yeah, I'm going to do, these are sort of berry coloured beads as well. So yeah, I think I'll use them all on the same jacket. It's been made for a year now and I still haven't beaded it, but I will eventually get around to it. So some of these are cut glass, like glass beads, and some of them are plastic pearls, or I could use them on the dark red felt. Next we have black beads. These are actually blue and black, and they're mostly glass beads. There's some plastic beads in there, but I think I need to mix some more plastic beads in there, otherwise it'll be too heavy if I bead a tweed jacket with them. Then we have black flowers, and then we have black seed beads, which you use to stitch on the black flowers. So basically the pineapple jacket in the background there, I was going to do the same thing on this sage with black beads and black flower sequins. But I've changed my mind, so I'll use them on something else, but they're still there waiting to be used. And these ones are smallish plastic beads, so they're quite light. And I think if I mix the first bag with this last bag, then weight-wise, it will be a better weight for all over beading of a tweed jacket. Next, we have gold and ivory. And there's some butterflies, so some vintage sequins in here. It's just sort of a mix. And I've got this weird brocade fabric in ivory and metallic, so gold and silver. And yeah, I'm just going to use all different sorts of beads on there. And also those white ones are glass. They're really heavy and really good, high quality. And some silver ones. Ooh, I should have kept those silver ones out to put in the red box for that Nostrala jacket. These are tiny little mustard seed beads, and they're smaller than average. So the bead bug there is made out of regular size or size 6 seed beads, and the other ones are smaller. The larger the number, the smaller the bead. I think the number is the amount of beads you can fit into an inch or something. I'm not sure. So a number 6 is 4 millimeters for those of us who are metric. And these ones are just beautiful, and I was thinking of using them on the French tweed, this lemon and yellow and ivory and white one, but I don't know, I've got some pearls that are more expensive, so I'll probably use them because that tweed is a pretty expensive one, so I kind of want to go all out with that one, but they are beautiful beads nonetheless. And then I have these ones. These were multicolored. They had these garish blue and purple and those lemon ones in as well, but once I took out all them and just kept the pinks and the autumn tones together, they sort of look like the candy you stick on a gingerbread house. So I'm thinking this year's gingerbread house jacket I might do red and white, or I could do these ones, and I think they look very candy-ish, so maybe, I'm not sure yet. But they also look really cute on this fabric that I've got laid over the bench. So I'm not sure. There's enough to do one jacket of these. So we will see. I'll use them on something. They're lovely. And these are shank style or button style beads. And they're strawberries, and they're just this ridiculous fluoro green, which I love this color. Like, it's so ridiculously hard to use. I did use a couple of them in the apricot, I call it the strawberry jacket. It's got apricot flowers on it and some strawberry pendants. I also use some of those green strawberries on there, but I've got loads of them, so I don't know what I'm going to use them on. I am making a jacket out of this bright green, but I don't know, it makes the strawberries look duller. Anyway, next we have five different types of clear beads. 3 of them are glass, I bought them in different sizes, and 2 of them are plastic. So the 3 glass, there's basically if I like a bead and I think it would work well on a particular tweed, or I buy enough to do one jacket. And so I just sit there in the fabric store going, okay, 8 packets, 9 packets. It's just ridiculous sometimes. And the last 2 ones are clear plastic beads. So sometimes the glass ones are too heavy. So if you buy some plastic ones and you mix them in there, it still looks expensive. Oh, this is me pointing out that this one looks very snowish and very holiday seasonish. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep that one out. And I've got this silver Linton tweed. It's silver, pale blue, and it's got like little pom-poms in it. So that would look like it had snowflakes on it if I used those beads. But anyway, I have to make the jacket first before I can bead it. This bag of sequins is amazing, but I bought them before I bought these massive flowers. And after I saw these massive flowers, I was like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. And then I made the cactus flower jacket. And now I've got these other flower sequins, and they're still fabulous, but they're about a third of the size of the cactus flower ones. And I don't have as many of these ones either. So you can, there's just enough to do one jacket, but I'm going to have to mix other beads in there as well. So I don't know. I keep sort of overlooking them because the cactus flower beads, the ones that I turned into the cactus flower jackets, are just so magnificently over the top. And these ones are kind of, they're very bling by most standards, but I don't know, I just keep thinking of the cactus flower ones, and these ones sort of pale in comparison. I do like them, and they're coming off as very gold in the footage that I'm looking at, so I'm not sure how I'm going to use them, but I will use them eventually. I'm very determined about this. I will use up all my beads. So these are the apricot and orange beads. These apricot ones, I bought this bag of mixed mixed teardrop beads, and they're actually plastic, not glass. I think they look pretty high quality for plastic beads. They were expensive plastic beads, but still. And these are all just various orange ones, and actually I quite like them on this Paris fabric. It's got like the Eiffel Tower and macaroons. I was thinking of using yellow beads on this because I'm not going to bead blue and white with blue and white. There's no way. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll add yellow plus those other flowers that I just showed you. But I don't know. Orange on blue looks beautiful. Yeah, I like these. Especially since I used to have this top. I went to, when I was in America one time, I went to a discount. This is going to sound ridiculous, but I went to one of those discount outlets. I don't really go shopping much. I just make clothes so that they actually fit me. But yeah, and when you're in America, there's just so many discount outlet places. It's amazing. Anyway, I went to this one and I found this Disney top, and it was apricot, and it had a blue from the Bambi movie, that rabbit Thumper. It was really cute top anyway, and I had it for years and years and years. So I love apricot, orange and blue together, just as a general rule, because it reminds me of that adorable top that I don't have anymore. So maybe I'll use the orange on this one. Yeah, they look quite cute together. Anyway, next we have red. These are sequins. I bought these in the middle of the year and there was some sale on or something. The square green ones. Actually, I've got this fabric that's green and black, and if I could use the black flowers, and then on top of the black flower, I could put a green square with a black seed bead. That would look cute. And the red ones, they're much smaller than the other red, magenta, and purple round sequins that I have, but I think I'm probably going to use them all together. Or if I decide to go with the gingerbread house jacket that is red with bits of candy on it, then I could use them on that. We shall see. Anyway, next I'll bring forward the green ones, slowly getting all these beads back into the box. I've bought these dinosaurs. You could buy like from a dollar store, you could buy like 5 dinosaurs for $1 or something. So I bought like 10 packets or something. Then I divided them up into colors, so only the green ones are in with the green things. Oh, I think I need to reunite all the dinosaurs. Anyway, next we have the green sequins in a fan shape. They're iridescent, so they sort of look blue, don't they? That's so weird. They're green, but I think it's just the light reflecting, maybe the sky reflecting or something. Anyway, some of them are faulty, so the whole bag was relatively cheap, but with like a third of them, they're faulty. The bottom bit is cut off, so you need the bottom bit to anchor it, because there's this hole that you have to attach it by, and if it's cut off, then you can't really attach it, so that's a bit of a pain. But I mean, you can just sort of trim them down and still use them, plus half of them are fine. So I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll buy it. And because I like a challenge. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for, but they were just so cool. And if you sort of do 2 together, it looks like a circle. And then if you put some seed beads and add another 2, then you could do all these stacks and then put a little flower on top, and it could look like a lily pad or something, or water lily, I don't know. Anyway, and then I've got some 2 different types of plastic green beads. One's a smaller and one's slightly larger. If I mix them together, they would look well. And then we've got the beads I was actually looking for, those giant bugle beads, as well as this random bag of small beads. I think this random bag of beads was leftover green ones from the that silver Field of Wildflowers jacket. Oh, I love this jacket so much. Sometimes you make a jacket and you're just like, yep, that's a regular. That one is going to become a regular. The inside is green, and on my laptop I have the background photo is the desktop image is a field of flowers, and it's green, and it's got like cornflowers, red poppies, buttercups in bright yellow, and it's just so beautiful. And yeah, it reminds me of this jacket. It just gives me the same feeling. It's so lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, so yeah, well, these are the beads that I dumped out that whole box for, so I guess I should get on with beading. And I might keep those ones out, because no, when I start saying I'll keep those out, I'll keep these out, I end up keeping everything out, and this is how things get mixed. Although I do think these green fan shape sequins look good on this blue one, so maybe, especially since the iridescent bit looks blue once. Oh, and I also have this mix bag because as you can see, I keep the beads in, I take them out of all their little packets, and I put them into a Ziploc packet. And this is me showing you the candy beads next to the fabric that I think I'm going to make a jacket out of. They look okay. I've got these other red and white beads that are a stronger red and a whiter white, so maybe I'll use them instead. They don't look as much like candy, but they're better color-wise. And this is me still trying to decide what beads I'm going to use on this fabric. I don't know. The white flowers in this print are probably my least favourite thing, so I'll probably end up going with whatever beads I can use to cover the white bit. Anyway, everything's back in the box, And there were 3 bags that I kept out because I was going to use 2, and another one has to go in a different box. Anyway, so yes, loads of jackets still to make, and some of these fabrics are hilarious. And some of them are just lovely, but some of them are going to be an absolute challenge to use. And I felt like there wasn't enough red there, so I got my scissors with red handles that cut silk, and I was just like, okay, we'll pop them in there. And yes, I do have loads of jackets that I've made and are waiting to bead, but I'm still going to make more jackets. And this is me just showing you everything in that I put into the display. So I'm going to film it for, I think the intro thing where I go perfect jackets is like 9 seconds long. So I filmed all these bits trying to get exactly 9 seconds, but I've decided I'm going to do a pan shot and mix it with a far away still. And I'll cut it down to 9 because I was trying to get everything in exactly 9 seconds and it wasn't working for me. Anyway, so next time you see an episode, there'll probably be a different special holidays intro, but a title sequence. I finally got my beads, so now I am going to go and finish beading this jacket. And I think the next episode you see will be me actually making either a dress or a jacket or a mock-up. We shall see. Or a bag. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at my box full of different beads that I have to use up, and all the fabric I still haven't turned into jackets. Loads of potential, all the stuff in my sewing room. Now I just have to do it. When I finally turn things into jackets, they do look amazing. I just have to keep chipping away at it. These look adorable all in a rainbow order, don't they? Oh, yeah, so whenever I accidentally spill beads, if I can't be bothered sorting them out, I end up just putting them into saving them for later. And then if I run out of beads, I have to go scrounging through the bead soup bags. Yes, it's very glamorous. Making your own clothes is incredibly glamorous. Anyway, I really love this. I might iron this blue fabric, Paris fabric, and make a jacket and bead it with these orange beads because this combination is absolutely adorable. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've been inspired to get out your collection of fabrics that are just too precious to touch, or beads or lace or whatever it is that you collect, and actually get around to using them. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Happy sewing and beading and looking at your collections. So much fun. Have you ever seen that old television show Buffy or Angel? At the end they have a picture of a monster and they go grr, arg. It's a dinosaur. We don't know what dinosaurs sound like. Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen the animated feature-length movie, The Mitchells versus the Machines, there's this little kid, well, there's 2 little kids and they're obsessed with dinosaurs. And in one family, there's a little boy and he just calls up random strangers and he asks them if he can talk to them about dinosaurs. And when they hang up on him, he just calls the next person in the telephone. He crosses their name out and he calls the next person in the telephone book. It is so funny. I love that movie, but oh my God, I laugh at that bit every single time.